Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, September 19, 2017, 8:01 p.m. in Birmingham. Guys, I've got some questions here. Um, Number one, what's going on right now today? Well, I cannot find anywhere on the internet that's talking about the earthquake that just happened in Mexico. I watched on news at the 5 p.m. where buildings are falling. I mean, look like they were pulled, just like the way they did on the Twin Towers. And I mean, it just kept on and on and on, and just everywhere they showed it, buildings were coming down. And they say it's 7.1, and they had just had like an earthquake class or something, and then as it ends, this happens. But what's going on around the world? I mean, right here, there probably not been hundreds and hundreds of lives killed in Mexico today, and right now you have the fires in California that's just absolutely ravaging. I mean, they're out of control. Oregon, they're getting out of control. Washington, Arizona, Wyoming and Idaho, Montana. Good Lord. I mean, and then jump on over into Canada, and their fires out of control. And there's heat waves. Just they still having the heat wave in Northern California and in Southern California. What's going on? And then in Mumbai, there fires in India. I mean, here, and then floods over here, just massive flooding where whole villages are washed away. And cars, millions and millions of cars are being washed away. You lost 1 million in Houston, Texas. Lost 1 million cars. And then down in Miami and all of Florida, there's another 1 million cars. And right now you have, well, somebody came up with something. Oh yeah, in Crimea, flooding, massive flooding. Well, just miles away, heat wave continued, record-breaking temperatures, high temperatures. And what's going on? What in the world is going on? It's absolutely crazy. Well, and when I say millions of cars and homes, and I'm not talking about one or two or three, I'm talking about many. And I would say in a month, 20 million cars destroyed in a month. And probably at least half that many, if not more, homes, 10 million plus homes. And they're been in Bangladesh, and again, Mumbai in India, and Crimea. When does it stop? Russia, heat breaking, I mean, temperature that's just breaking all records. And now you have somebody took a depiction. I don't know why they did this, but I'm gonna read it to you, or I wrote it down. They took the hurricane names Jose and Maria and put above it Joseph and Mary. I don't know why they're trying to draw a correlation of any type there, but they did. And besides that, there's still about what, 4 or 5 more in the Atlantic right now. So currently we have like 7 perhaps hurricanes that could be hurricanes in the Atlantic within the next 3 to 5 or 6 days. Let me tell you, well, I'll continue here first. What's going on inside of North Korea? What's going on inside of North Korea is like hell is to Islam. Evil, evil. Under Islam, it's evil as hell. In North Korea, it's evil as hell, guys. And again, the Mexico 7.1 earthquake, buildings, homes, many people are dead. And I'll get to this one last, the one I was going to tell you about. And this started out country star, now pop, Taylor Swift. People said that's not Taylor, can't be. Well, they said this is a clone of her. And then North Korean leader, he's a nut. He's trying to create, well, I guess he's acting like Islam and trying to bring in something. But to him, it'd be hell. And to Islam, it'd be hell. Places and people have gone crazy around this planet. Let me read you something here. This is about the Shemitah cycle. Just listen to this. It's too important for it not to coincide with the tribulation. The present number 7 year cycle ends October 2nd, 2016. Bear with me. This is back then. But Rosh Hashanah, the Feast of Trumpets, and the new moon that night ushered in the Jewish year 5777, and then a 50th year Jubilee. Prophetically, the past 2 Jubilee years were quite significant. 1917, the Balfour Declaration, and then jump forward to 1967, amidst the 6-day war where Israel reclaimed Jerusalem. So after 2,000 years, is restored unto them. The Jubilee years are quite significant in God's eyes. But get this, in God's timetable. So now, if we have this Jubilee year that's to come up here, surely God will not allow the disgracefulness, decadence, and unbelief of this world for another 50 years, for this to continue 50 more years. Do you think that he would? And right now, Jerusalem is 4:08 p.m. on September the 20th. 2 more hours, hour and 50 minutes. It's sundown, or maybe it's at 6:30. So 2 hours and 30 minutes begins the Jubilee. What does that mean for Israel? What does that mean for the rest of the world? And then we are 2 days away, I say 2 or 3 days away from being September 23 right here in the United States. That's when the virgin has the baby. Now, is Joseph and Mary, or rather Jose and Maria, going to hang around in the Atlantic until that date? And will something happen? I can't see any correlation whatsoever between anyone trying to change the names of these hurricanes and make them like anything else. So I take a black marker and scratch that all the way out. But what is going on in the Atlantic is 7 storms. Well, maybe 6 there, and 1 on the Pacific coast is hitting Baja California. Could that go into California? We don't know, but we do know this. There's so much going on right now on our planet. We've never seen the likes of it before, not in our history, not in as many, as far back as my people goes. No one's ever, how many generations can you count back that we've not seen these things? Well, go back beyond 2,000 years ago, and we've not seen this. Only seeing it today. All that's going on this planet today has never happened before at this magnitude. The only time you can find something this magnitude if you go back to the days of Noah. Yeah, the days when the ark was built. Yeah, back then, not since then. We are in the days of Noah right now. As it were in the days of Noah, then so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. But it will be worse in your day, in our day. We are there. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen 2.5 hours from now in Israel? What's going to happen on the 23rd here in the United States and the rest of the world? We don't know. Prepare for the worst, because if Trump hits North Korea, this idiot over there, you know there will be a rogue missile get loose and hit something. What if it hits the lower 48? Are you prepared to die? Is your soul prepared, ready for you to die if you get hit tomorrow or the next day or the next? Is it safe for you to die? John 3:16 can make it safe. No other way can make it safe. Only John 3:16. Jody Wolf Expoz. And by the way, why aren't everybody in the world doing blogs about it right this minute? I can't find any.